going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. I'm gonna show you guys one of the latest projects that we did following World Cup finals and following all of that. We're kind of getting back in the groove and getting stuff done, getting stuff out. This is one car that it's a beautiful car. Customer ended up doing everything himself. I guess it's been like a 2-year project for him. He was kind of at a standstill. Had quite a bit of wiring that needed to be completed. Pretty much get the car to a point where we could fire it up, dyno it, and get it to where he can come pick it up and drive it. You know, I'm assuming he was kind of tired. Couldn't get on his back to get underneath the dash and all that stuff. So he was, he was cool enough to send it to us, get us to finalize a project, get it to where it is now. And today's pretty much D-Day for him. He's gonna show up today. He's gonna pick up the car. It's a pretty radical car. Like, it's not just a stock Mustang deal, you know. So I'm excited to show it to you guys. We will put some footage of it on the dyno. Like I said, we hadn't had the chance to really get much footage on a lot of the builds, but we're gonna work through that. Here is some of the stuff that we've done. I'll show you guys over the video, kind of talk about it a little bit and tell you guys what we've done to get it to where it's at now. All right, so this is a fuel system that he did the install on and all that good stuff. Did a really nice job. Everything is done properly. Obviously we had to go over all lines, fittings to make sure everything was good to start the car. This is a DW search tank setup that he did a really nice job. I mean, there's nothing I could say about it as far as you know, something done incorrectly or not. I'm assuming from what he said, he's gonna be doing a lot of half-mile racing and stuff like that. So it's a T56 conversion, dog engagement face-plated, 1st through 4 gears in it. I guess his long-term goal is to put Motec in the car, so eventually it's gonna get to that point where he can, you know, clutchless shift it and, you know, get it to where all of that's gonna work properly. He obviously, you see, he has the sequential shifter and all of that stuff. L&M Racing Engines did the motor. It's got some pretty rowdy cams in it. BL Fab kit. Assuming like they modified or they did all the intercooler piping and stuff. They did the titanium dump tubes out of the hood. It has that deal. They kind of come out of there. It looks really nice. We did all the wiring. We wired in the electric water pump, wired in the fan setup. When we did all of that, wired into a switch panel to activate even without the key on. We plumbed all the boost controller stuff. Went over all the fuel lines, went over all the oil lines. It has oil temperature sensors. It's got oil temp sensor, oil pressure sensor, trans temp sensor, ethanol content sensor. I mean, it's got a lot of cool things to it. This is kind of the stuff that we did. We did all the solenoids and everything with DTM connectors, push lock lines and fittings. Went over all the vacuum lines. Assured everything was tight and got it ready to go. Originally, this customer began as a customer with us, and he got one of our tanks, and then kind of slowly progressed into, you know, asking us for our opinions and what we should and shouldn't do with it, and then eventually just decided to send it over to us. But finally it's done. I'm sure the guy's gonna go over it and do some stuff to it, and obviously, you know, someone that works on their own cars always wants to mess with it some more. I'm guilty of it. We put our switch panel set up in there. It's got a shift indicator light that he's going to be mounting himself. There's that shifter setup. Here's pretty much everything powered up. We wired in all the boost control, the gauges. It's got ethanol content sensor. It's got the shift selector. It's got the 3-in-1 for the transmission and everything else to read properly. all the good stuff, man. John did some really good tuning on the car. The car made, man, I don't remember. I think we might have made like 1140 something. Water? Yeah, I don't know why this map sensor is reading off funky like that. It shows 14 pounds. I saw like 12, 13.
Damn, 900 on 12, 13.
Light work.
What you think, Mr. Mopar Moat?
Shit. Mopar Moat? Come on now.
Come on now, baby.
Good block. Good block.
He works on big block Chevys and shit. All that weird. That big block him.
Gets activated through here even with the key off. So have fans there, got the electric water pump, we got a trans pump fan and a trans pump, so all that will work with the key off. That way he can cool it off in between rounds at the half-mile events, etc. So like I said, I appreciate you guys for being patient with us, and hopefully, you know, 2022 is a big year for us. We have some big goals, we have some big expectations. This year was great. We met a lot of our goals. We went fast. You guys could check out the World Cup channel, or the World Cup video. That was a good time, a good trip. So yeah, just follow along, man. Tell us what you like, what you don't like, and you know, we'll just keep continuing and doing this. We don't do it for the money, we don't do it for any of that. We do it to show you guys what we do here in the shop, and you know, put out that Coyote content. Not only Coyote content's coming, we have a pretty badass build coming with that. I'm excited. We don't often do it, we don't often build them, but now I think we're gonna be stepping into that, and if we do, you guys are gonna see more of that. I'm blessed to say that I can pick and choose our builds, and with that being said, I can decide, like, hey, you know, we're gonna do this and this with this setup. Are you willing to do it? Yep, no problem. All right, let's do it. Or you know, it seems more like a headache than it's gonna be an actual build. So we'll pass on it. But you know, stay tuned. I appreciate everybody for watching. Stay tuned. Hit the like button. Love you guys. See you later.